Hey guys, today I'm going to show you a quick and easy project that you can do out of clay and make it within 1 hour or less. You're going to need a slab of clay, some canvas so your clay doesn't stick to your table, some slab strips, these are a little thicker than 1/4 inch, a fettling knife, a rolling pin, a clean plastic bag, and then I've got some things to make clay. First, I'm going to make sure that my clay is on my canvas. The slab strips are on the right and left side. I need this to be at least as big as my hand. So I'm going to start rolling this way. Sometimes you need to roll this way to get it wider, but I'm going to continue to roll this way and that way. And you're going to keep rolling until your slab strips won't let you roll any thinner, because you can see the rolling pin is touching the slab strips. Okay, it's at least as big as my hand. Now I'm going to make some texture. I'm going to use a little bit of this first. So if I want to use just the corner of that and just kind of barely push in with my rolling pin, that might make a cool pattern. This makes a cool pattern too. I want you to not push super hard when you're doing this, because if you push super hard it's going to get thinner and it's going to be fragile. If you want to use this right here, you can use this to sort of push in the texture. It's pretty cool. And then if you have other things too, you can use some other things to make texture. This makes a cool pattern. If you have a cool ring, you can use that. I'm going to do one more up here. Okay. Now I'm just going to cut out my hand for this dish. I'm going to think about a really cool area that I want to do it in. I do like the seahorse, so I want to try to fit that in as much as I can. So yeah, I think I'm going to do it like that. We're just going to take our fettling knife. It's going to be a little more fragile if you cut out your hand like this. So you can cut out your hand like this. That way your fingers are all stuck together and it'll be a little bit less fragile. But I think this is thick enough that I'm okay. Now, don't move this yet. Instead, move the clay around it. So I'm just going to pick all this stuff up. And this will all just go back in the clay bag. Somebody else can use it. Just try to not to rip your fingers of clay when you're doing this. And if this doesn't come out, you can kind of use your fettling knife to just pick it up. All right, this will go back in the bag. Now when you freshly cut a piece of clay, even with the fettling knife, it just leaves kind of some rough edges. So that's what I use the bag for. Just take a fresh plastic bag, one that's not dirty, unfold it so it doesn't have any wrinkles. And all I'm going to do is just place this over this and just go over the edges with my finger. That's going to soften the edges and just make it look a lot nicer. You can use a sponge, but a sponge adds a little bit of moisture to it, and we're really trying to get this to dry out, and this does the trick without using a sponge. It also doesn't damage a lot of the texture that we've added. Okay, see, there you go. And if you have anything that you're like, well, I didn't get that, you can always use your hand and kind of smooth out a little bit. Okay, we do need to blow dry this a little bit because it needs to get leather hard. Because we're going to form this into a bowl. So I've got this mold. You're going to bring your hand over. Place the hand on the foam, and then you're just going to take this mold